Hello subscribers and future subscribers, I'm Karmajolt. This game is Tales of Game Studios presents Chef Boyardee's Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden Chapter 1 of the Hoops Barkley Saga. And I'm already doing it. Last I left off, I was like exactly one step before I walked in on this conversation. No, we demand the right to rubies and gemstones, says Jamal Bloodguzzle. Gilded treasure is a part of the Duergar heritage. That's something you can't take away from us. Glittering goblets and chalices are one thing, but rubies and gemstones, unforgivable. Mohammed Genie Bane. I'm sorry, but studies have proven that rubies and gemstones promote laziness in the workplace and minimize efficiency. Square Enix Goya wants to ensure maximum efficiency and quality in the mining of all chups. That's ridiculous. Rubies and gemstones are the essence of Duergars. A Duergar without a dazzling ruby is like a genie without a lamp. That was uncalled for. What's going on here? We're just gonna barge in on this conversation. We're discussing the terms of Duergar's return to work for You're Charles Barkley, aren't you? Now look, I don't want to get involved in none of this malarkey. I've got nothing to do with magic lamps and gemstones. Wait. I think we need the input of a third party on this issue. Someone who is already an established member of the community. What are you implying, Chief Bloodguzzle? That because Charles Barkley is a third party, that represents the interests of neither of us, he would be able to more effectively negotiate the terms for our return to work at the Chup Mines. Okay. Look, I said I don't want nothing to do. Dad, this is your chance to do something really good for the world. You have the chance to make someone's life better. He's right. I can make their lives better. You've got the chance to give back to the Dwarves. After all that they've given to you, Barkley. That's true. Cyberdwarf has been a staple member of our party since we were in the sewers. That was like 10 episodes ago. You've got the chance to serve your country and Square Enix Goya. Dad, I believe in you. I know deep down you know what's right and what to do. So will you do it? Will you mediate for the declaration of Duergar rights? Nah. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Fine, I'll do it. But I want you to know I don't give a damn either way what happens. That is noble of you to agree to help us, Charles Barkley. You are truly a man of character. I'm no role model. That is a reference to, I think a commercial and like maybe a series of interviews involving Charles Barkley where he was he was getting criticism from the media because certain things that he said in interviews and the way he acted on and off the court were not very, I don't know what to say, gentlemanly. You know, because he was always getting in fights and like talking trash and like not giving a fuck what he said to the media in interviews. And his response to that was basically like, hey, I'm not the parents of your kids. Because he was getting a lot of criticism from people being like, you know, what about the children? They look up to you. And he's like, no. The parents should be the ones teaching their kids how to act. Parents should be the ones teaching their kids the difference between right and wrong and how to act. I'm no role model. Anyway, that's what that's a reference to. And in a way, he was right, because all these people were like, oh, my kid looks up to you. And Charles Barkley is like, well, why don't you tell them that I'm not their dad, you know? And it sort of made sense to me, in hindsight. The format for the Declaration of Duergar Rights is simple. Anyway, continuing. You will be asked a question, and you will be presented a number of answers. Choose the answer you most agree with. Some of the answers will favor one party over the other, while others will be compromises. I'm not asking you to favor us Duergars, Charles Barkley, but please consider each question carefully. Are you ready to write the Declaration of Duergar Rights? As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. What is your opinion on sludge elves? Can no more coexist than fire and water. Intolerant against them. True neutral to all sludge elves. God bless the sludge elves. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the first one. How do you feel about the current sewer crisis? Get lost in the sewers. Anti-sewers. All sewers have a purpose. Okay. What should be the primary type? Dunkaroos? I mean, if it's got the word dunk in it, then I'm taking it. Remove the ban on bubbling tinctures and elixirs. All brews are now legal. I like that one. What should be done about ensorcelled weaponry? I love a good enchantment. Not too many enchantments. Look upon them gravely. Remove all gypsy hexes from axes? I don't fucking know. I love a good enchantment. How about that? Here stands on Duergars with patriotic quilts. They keep us warm. God bless this land, but not the quilts. Okay, how about that? How many hexes can be placed on each Duergar? Lava enchantments? All of them? I don't fucking know. What is the maximum ratio of gilded chalices to rubies? 1 chalice for 20 rubies, how about that? How many caverns is each Duergar allowed to spelunk? 10 caverns, 10 donjons? Dungeons? They must stop when they find go. To each his own, how about that? These are the stances I take. These propositions clearly favor the Duergars. Yeah, suck it, Square Enix Goya. You've got no choice but to accept the Declaration of Duergar Rights, Mohammed Genie Bane. You agreed to the terms and the negotiator. Drats! I trusted you, Barkley. I thought you were loyal to your country, your family, and Square Enix Goya. My family? The Duergars are my family now! It seems my trust was misplaced. We have nothing more to speak of, Charles Barkley. Barkley, come here. I know we Duergars do not have much, but I feel the need to repay you for what you've done. Just once in every Duergar's life is he overtaken by an urge so powerful that he cannot control himself. No, it is not an urge for rubies red, as you may have guessed. It is an urge to create. Yes, we have blacksmiths and wood carvers and what have you that create on a daily basis, but this is an urge to create something more than a mere object. This is an urge to create art. This is a sacred part of every Duergar's maturity, and when we are touched by this desire to create, all others must allow it to continue unimpeded. This is called the awakening of the artisan. What we create during our awakening is a work of unparalleled splendor that can never be replicated or surpassed. I want you to have the item I forged in my awakening, Charles Barkley. It's like a Shrek hoodie or something. Or, what do you call it? A Snuggie. This is the Shrekmono. A regular kimono, except there's a picture of Shrek on it. I forget it twixt... I forged it twixt the hammer and anvil. And it is the one thing I am most proud of. Even more than my clan. It is yours, Charles Barkley. Take it. Got one Shrekmono. Got one Shrekmono. What is that? I don't even know that word. Take care of it, Charles Barkley, and now that you are a friend of Duergars all over... And know that you are now a friend of Duergars all over the globe and beyond. Well, let's see what this Shrekmono's got for me. A kimono with a picture of Shrek on it. Well, my guard goes way up. What is this other Shrek thing that I got? Where is it in my inventory? Shrekmono Picky. A photograph of the legendary kimono. Okay, I guess I got a picture of it, too, that I can look at whenever I feel like admiring myself. Take care of the Shrekmono, Barkley. It is my most treasured possession, and now it is yours. Well, I'm a great arbitrator, I guess. We have nothing to talk about, Charles Barkley. I was under the impression that you were a man of reason, but it appears I was wrong. Good day. Fuck you, dude. It's so cold. If only I had a patriotic quilt. Shaquan, the bastard of muscles, dwarf malice. Well, I'm glad I legalized dwarven quilts. Abracadabra and Alakazoo. Ah, you caught me just as I was conjuring up an ancient genie hex on the Duergars. Lately, we genies have been contemplating importing sludge elves to help with the labor. Duergars and sludge elves have a long-standing feud, and there is no doubt the Duergars would object fiercely. This is precisely why we need to do this. This is merely my own personal philosophy, but I believe we should display our intolerance for Duergars on every level. Wow, these genies sound like a bunch of assholes. Hey, there's a note here. Maybe somebody dropped it. Let's take a look at it. I kind of went up to do this arbitration cutscene before I talked to all the genies and Duergars. Dear genies, I think we should try to be as racist as possible to the Duergars, if we can. Let us try to take away their civil rights, such as the right to wear gem-encrusted amulets and the right to eat anything but vitamin C. Sincerely, Muhammad Geniebane, chief of all genies combined. This certainly is concerning. It looks like a genie might have dropped it. If this is real, it implies the existence of a conspiracy that goes beyond the realm of Square Enix Goya. I think we better get to the bottom of this and find out what exactly is going on in the Chup mines. Well, I'm glad I solved things. Zorf Goblet Wind. I can feel my stout constitution coming back to me after gorging on Dunkaroos. I owe you a debt of gratitude, human. And that is something that we dwarfs who lived in underground caverns for eons do not take lightly. Thank you, friend. I mean, I feel like everyone should have the right to gorge on Dunkaroos. I'm an ancient genie who has granted many thousands of wishes over the ages. Perhaps I could grant yours? I was rubbed from a lamp many years ago, and my mission is to steal civil rights from Duergars. Perhaps you could call this racism, but that is one of the main goals of all genies. Wow, I didn't know that about genies! Lately, though, it seems that our efforts to fully dehumanize the Duergars have been impeded by their blasted strike. If you could somehow aid our quest of intolerance, I'm sure I could give you my Jodhpurs of the Falcon. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's an item I could have gotten. These Duergars think they have the right to eat Dunkaroos. Don't they realize we genies were rubbed out of magical lamps? Yeah! Oh shit, that makes sense. I should have judged in favor of the genies. What fools to even begin to believe that they have the same civil rights as genies. Duergars are simply a means to an end, and that end is precious chups for Square Enix Goya. Wow, this is like the exact state of America right now. You did it, my boy, says Rothgar Satchel Scream. You've given me back my primary form of sustenance, chemicals. I've prepared you a particular brew that I think you might like. Gulp it, you might enjoy it. Got one mysterious potions. What does it do? Probably don't know yet because it's a mystery. Permanent VP plus 50. I'm gonna use it right now. Who needs it the most? Probably Hoops, cause he's got the lowest guard and HP. I thank my lucky stars that I was fortunate to have been born in the sewers, where I lurked tirelessly for valuable minerals in my youth. Who knows if I'll ever set foot in the sewers again now, thanks to these meddling genies. Well, I feel like I did a great thing, and I should get out of here now, because what else is there to do? Indeed, I am Fredegar Murderstone, and I have murdered many a man and beast in my lifetime. I have done so for many reasons, but namely for coins and rubies. One night, I broke into the zoo and murdered the fauna. It seems that even the great apes are susceptible to the blows of my flail. But alas, I have grown old and weak and can no longer murder as I did in my youth. What a shame. Balgord Beard Mist. Aye, these are the Chup Mines, home of the Duergars and recently our genie masters. Curse all genies, big or small. No matter their size or shape, I want to batter them with a spike-laden warhammer ensorcelled with eldritch enchantments. I'm sorry I got carried away, but Duergars are predisposed towards violence and ensorcelled weaponry. Regardless, my ebony friend, these genies have taken away our rights, and we demand them back. Be warned, if you are part genie, your blood will be spilled. Good thing I ain't! Well, let's head towards these out-ass skirts. What is going on here? I have traveled many lands in my attempt to compile a comprehensive guide to all creatures that go bump in the night. Perhaps you could call it a bestiary. Whatever you call it, my knowledge extends far beyond that of most mortals. Perhaps you would choose to partake of it. Wow! Duergars are evil black dwarves that live primarily in underground caverns, where they mine arduously for rubies and gemstones. Their foremost focus is rubies, for which they toil endlessly, so as to further the agenda of their ghastly Duergar gods. They don't seem that bad. They battle constantly with other subterranean menaces, and are highly skilled with double-handed adamantium weaponry. Sludge elf? Prefer to live in the swamp. Their primary sustenance is tar. Well, oh shit, Driders are the asexual subterranean offspring of dark elves, or drow, and spiders. Cursed to forever wander labyrinthine underground caves in search of foes to menace. Well, that doesn't seem so bad. What's a ghast? There's a bugbear. Doppelgangers are shadowy and enigmatic monstrous humanoids capable of changing shape. Oh shit. I should watch out for any of these creatures, I suppose. I can only hope that my knowledge has aided you in some form or another. It is my goal to make mainstream the information I have given you. Also, I have a PhD in anime. Alright, dude. They say the ghost of a Celtic space warlord haunts Choo-Choo Lane's tomb, and his horde of Banshee minions torture anyone who enters. Not that I'm an authority on Choo-Choo Lane or anything. I make a habit of not entering dungeons. Bert. Not many people come here. You on the run? We're looking for Choo-Choo Lane's tomb. You know where it is? It's in the building at the back of the parking lot. You're not thinking of going in unprepared, are you? You better stock up, man. Egyptian gun. Wait, it's better than the final gun? What's going on here? Oh, he got unequipped somehow. I didn't even realize that he was unequipped. Okay, so I'll give him the ultimate wristband for show. Wasn't there something maybe a little bit better? No, there's papes. I can't give him the Nikes? Or... okay, never mind. Yeah, Cyberdwarf has the Nikes. Okay. Let me try again to buy things. Dwarf muscle. Only the wisest dwarfs can use this ancient muscle. Well, that sounds like me. Damn, that was expensive. I didn't even realize. Mithril sweatband. Okay, so I'm out of money. Holy shit. I didn't realize things would be so expensive, or that I lost all my money at one point by gambling and then trying to reset the game. Damn, that's some fucking muscle right there. Cyberdwarf is such a beast. Wait, I didn't mean to... okay, so I keep accidentally completely exiting out of the menu when I don't mean to do that. Okay, so I think Balthios wants that thing that gives him a ton of brain, huh? Well, that's probably it. I promised earlier to divulge upon you the name of my favorite VidCon, but I have a treat. Not only will I give you the name, but I will give you a tantalizing summary to entice you to try it. Though you will no doubt need to brush up on your kanji before playing, as the VidCon's subtle yet flavorful use of Japanese idiosyncrasies can only be grasped in their entirety by those with a sound mastery of Japanese. The VidCon, as many of you may have guessed, is the absolutely stunning RPG/dating sim, Angelique Tenku no Chinonka, one of the first games to pioneer the Mo aesthetic. It flawlessly merges a powerful and compelling RPG story and system with an incredibly advanced and realistic dating sim that has 16, that's right, 16 dateable characters. Though it is not generally my nature to develop crushes, I must admit to feeling the palpitations of love's caress once or twice while dating. as the characters are beautifully drawn in the anime style. Add absolutely enchanting music with incredibly lush and colorful graphics, and you've got the perfect recipe for the best game ever made. I don't doubt it at all. I need to pick up a copy for myself. Whoa, this is Chuchulane's tomb? And it was just in the back of some fucking parking lot? This is it, Chuchulane's tomb. Barkley, are you aware of the story of Chuchulane? Not really, should I be? Yes, Barkley, you should be very aware of his story. It began long ago, long before the cyberpocalypse. Chuchulane was a Celtic space warlord with crimes too unbearable to even mention. Oh shit, did he perform like a chaos dunk, for example? What did he do, Cyberdwarf? What he did was too gruesome, too terrible to tell. I'm sure that someday, Hoops, you will know what he did, but his crimes are not important now. What is important is that Clispeath was able to seal Chuchulane's power away and prevent him from ever causing harm again. However, as millennia passed, the power of the seal eroded and Chuchulane, maybe it's Cuchulain, was once again able to extend his darkened tendrils into the world. Granted, he's still sealed, but some of his power has leaked through to our dimension. What does this all mean, Cyberdwarf? Is Cuchulain coming back, or what? Yeah, I guess it's Cuchulain. I don't get it. Cuchulain has the ability to show a man what he most desires, Barkley. It means that if you see what it is you want the most inside this tomb, absolutely do not touch it. Okay, got it. Touching it will break the seal forever and release Cuchulain back into the world. I'll remember that. We'd better get going, though. That Jamacite isn't going to get itself. Okay, I'm actually gonna save here, and I'm gonna jump into the temple in the next episode. And yes, I did. Okay, so you might have noticed this, but I did leave the game open for about 3 hours because I couldn't find a save point, and I was like, I don't feel like recording anymore for now. I'll come back to it in 3 hours. So that's what I fucking did. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Just a short episode this time, but I hope you enjoyed my mediation of the declaration of Duergar independence from the Square Enix Goya representative Genies. And I hope you liked the plot. So, thanks for watching again. Until next time, this is Karmajolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great.